now let's say you've increased your ball to the size you want. So I am using like a rather large hook just so it's easier to see. So you will see like holes in my work, and this is not ideal. So if this were the case, you want to go down in hook size. So this is like acrylic medium weight, size weight 4, and I'm using 6.0 mm, which is way too big. Usually my preferred one is 3.75 mm. Some people like 3.5 and other people like 4, but that's like the most average. But I'm just using this one, so it's bigger stitches and we can see better. Now we want to do single crochets, which are the most common, most typical stitch that you need to know, especially for amigurumi. So once you know your single crochet, then you'll know what increases are. The only difference and why I specify single crochet for amigurumi is because we want to make it so that they're tighter and it just looks neater. And what that means is we do a yarn under and then a yarn over so that we get X's, the way that the yarn overlays as we look at them. But otherwise, because typically I always just do yarn over if I'm doing a blanket or something. But for amigurumi, if some people like tighter stitches, and it just looks tighter and you won't have as much holes. So let's start. Looking at our work, right? We see our V's, so we're gonna go under both of them. I stick my hook under, and then now the yarn is going under the hook. So I yarn under and I pull up. Now the first stitch, I'm gonna put my stitch marker there. Oops, kind of missed. I like to poke it through this so it comes out. There we go. And then now the yarn goes over the hook, so it's the opposite, and that's one single crochet. And then we go into the next stitch, yarn under, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. Okay, next stitch is the next V, go under both of them, yarn under and pull through, and then grab the yarn and pull through both. And you can see the yarn under and yarn over, I actually keep twisting my hook. So that's important to pay attention to. Let's do that again. Go into the stitch and my hook is facing down for the yarn under to pull it. And I can pull it through. Now I've twisted up and yarn over. I yarn over, the yarn goes over the hook. My hook is facing up, but I still twist it because when the hook's facing downwards, that's the easiest way for me to pull through holes. That's what I found. So just watch my hook again, twist, twist. Okay, and then I always end up facing up. That's just what I do. So if you just keep doing this, and then if you need to twist your work a little, or turn your work, just bend it into a bowl shape so that the tail will be inside, and then you're working on the outside of the shape. Okay, so you just want to be going in and pulling through. In, pull through, in, pull through both, in, pull through both. Okay, and you just want to try to keep your tension consistent. It doesn't need to be tight, it just needs to be consistent. And that's how you get a clean work. Sometimes when it's too tight, it's just not soft. Some people like that look also, but that also depends on the yarn you're using. Okay, last stitch, going in, under and up, under and up. Okay, there we go. And if you wanted to count your stitches to make sure you have it right, so now I have 18, that's what I had before, and I did single crochets all around, so I shouldn't have a change in them. We don't count the one that was on the hook. I just made a big hole so it don't lose it. Use my scissors to count these. So the first V, the purple one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 purple, 6 purple. Just trying to show it with my scissors while I turn. Okay, so that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 up to the green. Dark blues now, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and my last stitch, the purple, which is where my stitch marker was, 18.